Hello guys, today we're gonna discuss about loops. So why we use loops? We use loops to make our life easy. So how loops work? So loops are used to repeat similar tasks, okay, similar functions, actions. So for a basic example, if you design a code which you print 1 to 100, so do it manually is really hectic. I can't even imagine to write 200 lines of code just to print 1 to 100, because you have to write let a be 1 and console.log 1, let b be 2 console log 2, let b be 3 console.log 3. So it's really hectic and really long. So what you do, you just automate that function by loops. You can use loops, give him command, and it's gonna print 1 to 100 in 2 to 3 lines. Okay, that's why we use loops to make our world, to make our life easy, and and the code less lengthy and more readable. Okay, we're gonna discuss about 5 loops. There are 5 loops in JavaScript. First, for loop, for in loop, for of loop, while loop, and do while loop. So do while loop is quite primitive, but still we're gonna discuss do while loop in our video. So stay tuned, guys. Hello guys, now we're gonna discuss about for loops. So it's the basic syntax for statement 1, 2, and 3, and here your code, whatever you wanna execute. And statement 1 means it only execute one time. Statement 2 is the body of the code, and it run every time with the statement 3. It is execute every time with statement 2, right? Body means statement 2. So just check the statement, the code. Here we have our VS code. So as you can see, guys, now we have the for use case of for. So we take a as 1, and now we let I as o. For, see, there is 3 statements: statement 1, statement 2, and statement 3, and here in our curly bracket is our executing code. Okay, so statement 1 tells us I is equal to 0, means whenever we're gonna print it, first thing is I is equal to 0. But in this case it's not gonna print 0. I'm gonna tell you why. And the second statement is I is less than 100, and the third statement is I is double plus, means in increment signifies I is increasing until it's reach 99, means I is less than equals to 100, but I is not 100, I is 99 max. I can go max up to 99. Okay, now see what I write over here. A is not change, I is changed from 0 to 99, means A is constant because we take A is 1. So now A is fixed, but yeah, I can change from 0 to 99. As we can see, first I initiate with 0, and it goes up to 99 less than 100. Here how we get 1 and 100 by A minus, sorry, it's not minus, it's plus. A plus 0 is equal to 1, and A plus 99 is equal to 100. As you can see, I'm gonna print this. See, you're gonna see this yellow numbers from 1 to all above 100, all up to 100. Okay, so here the basic of our for loops. And you think why it's not showing us 0 and why it's showing us 100? It not showing us 0 because we take I as 0, and our console.log state A plus I, means A is 1 and I is 0. For the first case, for this case statement 1, A plus 0 is equal to 1, and for last case, I is equal to 99, so 1 plus 99 is equal to 100. So that's how this code gonna execute. See, we write this code in less than 3 lines. If we use the manual method, we have to write 200 lines of code for this. So let's move on to for in loop. See, the basic syntax of for in loop is for, key, object, code, execute. And the note over here is for in loop also work with arrays, while will be with will be discussed in the later videos. Yeah, we will discuss this in our later videos. So just move on to our VS code. See, here are for in loop. So you think it seems quite different. You can also write f for in, and the first statement, it's gonna plate a boilerplate for you, the basic code. You can just cut it, or you can see, basically it's more or less related to this code. Okay, we're gonna delete this. Now we take we take a object or a variable obj, we add keys to it, name, age and salaries, and the elements are, the name is Bablu, the age is 44, the salary is 33k, 333k. Now we're gonna print our loop, foreign loop. So the constant key is obj. As we know, obj is not variable, obj is the key. Obj, the name, age and salary is not variable. The variable part is Bablu, age and this. So constant element is equal to obj key. Now the console.log is equal to key and element. I already told you this is key and this is element. If this thing gonna print, it's gonna print like name. Name is the key, Bablu is the element, age is the key, 44 is the element. Same with this. If we just delete one thing, if we see, we delete our key, now we have just element, means now we're gonna run the code, it just shows us the the Bablu, the age, this age and this salary. There is something wrong in the code, I guess. Yeah, you can check what's wrong and not wrong in this part. If something is wrong, it's give you a red line. Now if we're gonna print the code, it's not gonna show us the keys, only gonna show us the element. And you can use this foreign loop for printing this. Now we're gonna move on to our for of loop. So for of loop is iterators. So the basic syntax is this, and yeah, there is a question over here. Let's move on to this. So it's really simple. You just write for constant. You have to write something over here, any variable, any constant, and then you have to write what you want to print. See, I write BABBL and you have to write it under a quotation mark, and in console.log I just write C. Now I'm gonna print it. It's gonna print every single word of the name, right? BABLU. So yeah, that's it. This very we're gonna discuss in the later videos when we know what arrays are, and also the for in loop we also use in arrays. Now we move on to while loop. Here are while loops. The basic syntax is first condition, then code, and the condition become false. Yeah, if the condition never become false, the loop never stops. It's gonna crash in your browser. Okay, so here are while loop. We just let e is equal to 5 and the condition is e is less than 10, console.log e and e plus plus. So what it's gonna print, right? E is less than 10, but e is not equals to 10, it less than 10 means e can go max up to 9, and console.log is equal to e, and currently e is 5. So if we're gonna print this, it's print like 5 6 7 8 9, not 10, not 10, because 10 is less than 6, less than e, sorry, e is less than 10. So just check it out. See, 5 6 7 8 9, only 9, not 10, because I already told you. Let's move on to do while loop. So do while loop have a very interesting function. Either the condition is true or false, it runs its default code. Okay, so do, and what's the default loop is, means default code is like console.log, something you write one at a time, and while condition, after it reads the condition, after running this code, then it's read the condition. Okay, first it reads the code and run it, then it's gonna follow the condition, then again it's gonna run it, and if it's correct, so okay, if it's false, then still we have this line of code. Just check it out in our VS Code. See, here are do while loop. We take u as 12, do console.log u. At least it print 12 because we already add it over here. Then u double plus u increment, while here the condition is u is less than 20. If u is less than 20, it's gonna print it up to 19. Okay, from its base it's currently at 12 and it's gonna print up to 19. So just check it out. So we're gonna see 12 to 19, 12 to 19, right? I also make a negative one, it called decrement. Y is 10 and console.y log y is equal to y minus minus. First it print 10 because it's at default value. So yeah, first it's print 10, then minus minus, and y is greater than 6. Y is greater than 6 but y is not 6, means y gonna print 7, 8, 9 and 10 because the value of y is equals to 10, as we can see over here. 10, sorry, not 10, 6, wait a sec, yeah, 6, 7, yeah, yeah, because it is in decrement, that's why it's go in a decreasing order. See, 10, 9, 8, 7, 10, 9, 8, 7. As we know, 10 is the default, 8, 9, 7, because y is 6. We can also false the statement. Now it's gonna print just y. See, if the statement is false, now the statement is false because y is 5, while condition is y is greater than 6. Now it's gonna print only 5 because the condition is false. See, it's just print 5. So here we complete our loops, all 5 of them. After that we're gonna discuss about function. So guys, stay tuned.